You're listening to the Dre Area Sports Show, live on YouTube and X. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe.
The Dre Area Sports Show is brought to you by SeatGeek. Use promo code Dre Area Sports to save $20 on your first purchase at SeatGeek.com. Power Brand Systems. If you're looking to build a website for your small business or YouTube channel, then check out Power Brand Systems. Use promo code 300POWER to save up to $300 on your first purchase at Power Brand Systems.
There's been talk that the Niners may be a team that might try to make a trade for Jalen Ramsey. What do you think about the idea of the Niners acquiring Jalen Ramsey? Because Deebo Samuel's not here anymore.
Right.
He's out of the room, so it's like, well, I mean, he's gone. I mean, we could bring him in, and that would shore up our entire secondary for the most part. Imagine having Ramsey, Ronaldo Green, and Diamador Lenore out there, and that's pretty formidable for a secondary.
So I think on paper, it certainly intrigues you. Big name guy, it's been very successful. You can argue, one of the best cornerbacks of the last decade or so. That said, Ramsey's older. I think he's like 30 years old. You're already paying Lenore a ton of money. You don't want to pay two cornerbacks big money after you just gutted your entire defensive line, where you saved like $3 million by cutting Malik Collins and Leonard Floyd combined. Like, I just don't see that being a fit. Now, scheme fit, sure. Played in the Rams for a long time. Still a serviceable player. That said, do the Niners really need, and this kind of goes back into the draft conversation, because we see so many pundits, analysts, whoever it may be on ESPN or Fox or their own podcasts or whatnot, mocking the Niners to draft a cornerback at 11, whether it's Sade Barron or Will Johnson. I don't
get
whoever
that.
else. It doesn't make sense. Like, this team, yes, could use a third cornerback. They have Trey Brown. They like Darrell Luter Jr., but you can find that third potential cornerback likely on day 3 or day 2 late, maybe early day 3. Again, San Francisco has more potential of trading up on day 2 or early day 3 and getting a top cornerback. Kobe Bryant could be a name out there. A Jacob Parrish is somebody I like from Kansas State, and others. Zoff Frazier's a pretty good one from UTSA, probably going to be a day 3 pick. That said, everybody we push back on saying they're not going to go cornerback at 11, but then it's go trade for Jalen Ramsey, who's a higher price, higher paid, older cornerback. It's the exact same answer to both. No, and Jesus, no.
I mean, he is a good corner. Has he seen better days? I think he has. I think his Rams days, the Jags and the Rams, that's when he was at his peak. And now with the Dolphins, he's just a household name out there running around. But we'd have to see. And I think that if they were to make a trade, it'd have to be like hey, we'll make the trade, but he has to restructure his contract. We're not paying him $25 million. That's guaranteed money going straight to him. I don't think that's worth $25 million in Jalen Ramsey. If he restructured it and he turned some of that into signing bonuses and all that, then I think they would consider this move.
Well, I think a lot of it's how you view the 49ers in 2025, because trading for Jalen Ramsey, albeit it isn't a 1-year deal, it's kind of an all-in move, right? You're getting a top-tier cornerback. And I just don't... Well, I do think San Francisco wants to contend. You can completely buy into the idea when you have Kittle and returning Ayuk whenever he comes back, probably in November at some time. You have Trent Williams still, who I know he has the ankle injury, but he looks to be refreshed and is talking about working out already this early in the offseason. You have Christian McCaffrey, hopefully back healthy. You're going to pay Brock Purdy big money. You have Fred Warner. And if you make a ton of your picks this year and you hit on those guys, like, there's no reason why San Francisco could not be in Rams 2023 territory, be a wild card. Maybe you win the division if they're lucky. But they still have top-tier talent. However, by the way Jed York's talked, the way John Lynch has talked, all indications are it's like we have to hit on these picks. The way the offseason is gone, I don't see San Francisco being aggressive on day 1 or trading for a top end or a higher paid talent of Jalen Ramsey. However, if there is one team I think could use Jalen Ramsey, I think can fit his contract in their books and is picking inside the top 10, although I don't think that they'd trade pick 8. The Carolina Panthers, to me, make a ton of sense for Jalen Ramsey.
I could see Carolina going for that, definitely. I mean, Jalen Ramsey, his overall PFF ranking was 76.9. Compare that to Demo Lenore, who's at 67.3. So Ramsey had a higher rating in PFF if you rely on PFF. I mean, granted, though, Demo is 25 years old. Ramsey is 30. So I think he'd be at the limit of age-wise where I want to go in corner and how old I want to go. But I do agree that if you go for Jalen Ramsey, then essentially you're saying we're going all in. That's kind of a move you would do like 2 years ago. If this was 2 years ago and you made that move, everyone would be like, "Oh, here we go."
It's a reckless spending move they would have made last year.
Yeah.
But if you look last year, they gutted the entire roster. So, yeah, not going to happen.
Taryn. Thank you for watching this video. If you want more of this content, then check out some of these recommended videos right here on your screen. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And if you want to support the channel, you can do so by going to my website, which is nicotina.net, and there are memberships available under Dre Area Sports.